Hello everyone, welcome back to the Battlefield Siege Run here, and we have another Magic video for you today. I'm sorry we're playing some Modern again, so buckle in, sit tight, and we're gonna see how we go. Let me tell you a little bit of a story. You know I like white decks. One of my most favorite decks of all time was Pioneer when it first came out. It was Mono White Ballista, and with Heliod Suncrowned when that just dropped. And having a essential twin deck that was Mono White, it just ticked all the boxes for me. It was great. It was like a mid-range build that also just had an I win button at any point. So when I saw this deck kicking around in the 5.0 deck dumps in Modern, and as you know, if you're following my videos recently, I am trying out lots of Modern decks because I have an RC coming up. I had to try this deck because it's green-white and it's the second best to just being mono-white, and it's running Heliod and Walking Ballista. So there's been a lot of iterations on this. It seems like this is kind of this amount of numbers and different style of cards that is running is what is kind of happening right now. It seems to have a general good matchup, I think, into the meta right now as well. But I'm still trying to work out where this deck sits and what's good and what's bad. Because it does have lots of red and one-ups, but I guess the core of the deck is it's running 4 Arbor, 4 Utopia Sprawl, so we can get to the 4 mana pretty quickly. That allows us to Coco on turn 2. It's then running the 4 Heliods, and it's running the Ballistas. They're hiding... Where are you hiding Ballistas? Oh, they're hiding behind the Cocos. It's running the 2 Ballistas, and it's running the Spike Feeders. So you can Coco into Heliod Spike Feeder and just go infinite life, or you can go Heliod into Ranger. Ranger gets Ballista, get the Ballista and infinite damage them. So it has that amount of combo. So yeah, Heliod, Spike Feeder, Ballista, ways to get Ballista. It is running this one of Recruiter of the Guard, which is kind of nice. It does get the Ballista combo, or it gets the Spike Feeder. It's running these, again, Ranger Captain's doing the same thing, gets Ballista. It does get like an R-Elf, but you're probably never doing that. And it's got 2 Skyclaves, which you can also get with the Recruiter of the Guard. It feels a little bit clunky, this Recruiter of the Guard, because you don't have like a way like Get the Vial to get all that extra value. But the Skyclaves have been good just to help against energy, and kills random Oculuses here and there. So I'll just scroll over a little bit and you can see that the 2 Ballistas, and we've got the Kayla's Recon there. I don't really know if Kayla's Recon is good, but I loved playing it Pioneer, playing the Degenerate deck Green-White Angels. Also playing the other list, there was another green-white Coco list with like the Werefox and stuff like that. That was quite big in Pioneer. It was a very fun deck to play. The land base is pretty stock standard as well. It's just running 7 fetch lands, 3 shock lands, the Lush Portico with the Temple Gardens, plains, 2 forests, a couple of Horizon Canopies. It's running this Monumental Henge just for that grind. It's a way to get historic cards, so it can get the combo. You can get Heliod because that's a historic card, and it can also get Ballista. And Beseiju, who endures, is always a good card. Now, over in the sideboard, it looks pretty stock standard. It does look good for the Affinity matchup. As you can see here, we've got the Wrath of the Skies, Too Much for Otherworldly Lights, and a Force of Vigor. And then we also have some good graveyard stuff for Degenerate Graveyard. So we have that Delirium list that's kicking around, the Grixis one, the Red-Black one, where people are persisting the Archon on turn 2. So Rest in Peace is good with that. Also Sanctify Envix, good. It's a way to also just block Frog as well in those lists, because Psychic Frog is just played in every blue-black deck known to mankind. This exiles the graveyard, so it's most of their graveyard, unless they have lots of lands in it. So they can't fly the Frog. It infinitely blocks the Frog, and it also exiles Archon, so it's quite good. Outside of that, we have the 1 Split Up, which can be good for energy, and that's why the Wrath of the Skies is good against energy as well. We have the Vexing Ball as well for stuff like Affinity. It will be brought in against Amulet Titan as well for the Summoners Pact. And we've got the 2 Damping Spheres. So this deck, it feels like it's kind of teetering in the middle somewhere. Like it has some good matchups potentially in some aggro lists, but it could feel like it can get kind of clunky with the Arbor of Utopia Sprawl, double white pips, double green pips, and then also has a sideboard that kind of... It feels a bit Elephant Shelly, where like they've actually designed it so it kind of fits pretty well into different matchups. So without further ado, I think we'll run it through a league and see how we go. But I have a feeling I'll probably run this a couple of times because it's my kind of deck. All right, see you in the first round. Alright, we are on the play here. This hand's a mulligan. We can't really keep this. One land. Yes, we have the Arbor Elf, but that's about it. We'll keep this. We've got the Arbor Elf. We've got Innocence, which is nice. I think we just bottom a land here. I'm looking probably the Yavimaya, because we can just go Temple Garden, Arbor Elf. So we'll of course play the land first. And then we can go Pendlehaven, put Utopia Sprawl on, and likely just play the Innocence. And just with how this deck kind of rocks out, we likely just want to... It's very white pip heavy, so you know, Ranger Captain, whatnot. Except for the Spike Elder, but we already have the green with the Pendlehaven, so we'll do white on Utopia Sprawl. We've got a mountain. What are we using with this mountain, my dude? Dragon Rage Chandler. So there's been this persist deck that's kicking around. Gut Shot. Oh, man. Local man gets wrecked. Brutal. Yeah, I've seen Dragon Rage Chandler get to Delirium after turn 2. Okay, Heliod. Not really what we want here. Let's just put some here. We'll name white, and then we'll play Soul Cauldron. It's not that good. We'll pass. At least Soul Cauldron can potentially take them off Delirium. Oh, I hate that. Like the mismatched mountains. Jesus. Max tilt. We're gonna play Innocence. And then, I mean, we're probably not doing much outside of that. There's no really point playing Heliod. It doesn't really do anything by itself. I might be able to put a counter on Innocence. Life gain does help, but we can quite easily die as well. So the gut shot was pretty good, as they say. So I'm keeping this Soul Cauldron ability. To make sure that I get Delirium. Yeah, we're just going to exile here. Just do the Bauble, I guess. It's the least likely thing they can get the Delirium with. Okay, yes, you draw a card. So Fort Hills is interesting. Let's just play the Innocence. Yeah. So we can put a counter on it. Maybe I should have done that. No, Gut Shot's like they can do anything with that Gut Shot anyway. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. Yeah, look, we're pretty dead here. I mean, just like straight mono red. Let's kind of just hope the sideboarding is good enough. Bolting that though and then attacking with everything is good, turns out. So probably my best draw is a Coco. Coco into something really good, but also I'm basically dead here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Comes back as a draw. Yeah. See what I mean? We're just exiling Bauble there. We will target their Dragon Rage just to continue it. Yeah, we'll just target. Maybe we'll just target as a creature. I know I'm not getting a counter now with the Soul Cauldron, but that's fine. Let's attack, take a billion here. There's not much else we can do in this game. They're going to be favored anyway, game 1. Let's just get Portigo. I mean, Still pretty dead. We put it on top. We draw it. We play it. It's just a shame we don't have like any other mana. If we draw mana, I think we get infinite life potentially. Do I play the land now? That's the question. Doesn't really do much else. Let's just play the land now. And then if we somehow survive, let's just exile this and put a counter on my Spike Feeder so I can at least gain 6 life, and if I can block something, then I can sack it, and then I can play Heliod. I mean, again, I'm still pretty dead here. The idea is maybe I can block something. And then again, I'm new with this deck, but I have a feeling I can play the Heliod, and then Agatha's Soul Cauldron is only onto creatures, so isn't it? Yeah, that's the problem. So I need the Spike Feeder to live. Well, that's definitely going to do it. Not going to do it. Nicholas, that's 10. Oh, I'm just mega dead. They got me. Yeah. I don't think I'm mega favored if they just have such a draw like that. In terms of what I want to bring in, Sanctify Anvik is interesting. It doesn't really deal with the monks. Let's just bring in Interaction. Don't hate Split Up. Rest in Peace is kind of mid. In terms of things that we want to take out, I think Soul Cauldron is pretty mid. Innocence is still kind of nice. It gains life. We're going to win with the Infinite Combo, so I don't think Soul Cauldron's as good. Tressalas. I mean, even just giving counters to that's not too bad. We've got Auric Champion. Probably cut Recon. And the Cocos, I don't think we're really going to be getting to. Recruit of the Guard's not that good. Range Captain's pretty mid as well, to be honest. This gets Arbrel from Ballista, but it doesn't matter as much. Let's cut that and bring in the Sanctifiers. Let's just kind of have more of a mid-rangey build. That only just hits the gut shots. Let's keep in a Soul Cauldron, why not? Couple of Cocos, just go a bit more controlling. Let's give this a crack. I don't think the Rest in Peace matters as much as if it's just got the channelers. I like this. Hopefully they just try and kill the Arbor Elf early. So we'll crack this for a Temple Garden. Yes. Let's play it. And the other thing is hopefully we just, it's not too much of a worry and we can just get a forest with this Windswept Teeth. I can imagine they want to gut shot this Arbor Elf though. Yep, so that's what they're doing. So we're just going to drop a... it doesn't gain that much more life. Or does it stop? Not too many hastes. I'm kind of happy just to play a Portico, to be honest, and just play this Arbor Elf out. Put it in the graveyard. Let's play this Arbor Elf. Look at this old school Warrior Champion. Look at that. A true classic, this card. It's been around since Modern first started. Yeah, see the Auric Champion didn't really matter too much here. They can't double spell. Oh, Henge is pretty cringe as well. We only run the one Lush Portico, which is kind of sad. So, yeah, look. I'm happy just to still play it. Let's attack for one. And let's play this Auric Champion, but it's pretty mid against this Steel Cutter. We just get a tap Temple Garden. This Henge is pretty cringe. It's crazy to me that like Monumental Henge exists and then Arena of Glory exists. Just so different. I'm not really sure if this is like... This should be always yield. Yes, yes please. I'll change that momentarily. I assume they'll play like literally a ham sandwich. So yeah, Heliod's good. Yeah, they just straight burn. This Beseiju is definitely going to be used against this Cori still. Guess that was the other thing is I didn't have to attack for one. I could have just used it to get rid of the Cori still. Yes. Probably just Beseiju and Artone if we don't draw anything interesting. Probably missed that. I probably should have done the Beseiju first instead of getting for the one. We need to draw something good, that's for sure. Heliod. Let's play the Henge. Let's play Heliod. And honestly, I'm just going to do the Beseiju now. While I can. Oh, sorry, it's not... I keep forgetting this is not a mana ability. Disenchant with my land. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Pretty sure they just run that blue for the Scries. Yeah, I can't risk playing it on their turn because then they can just... Maybe they can bolt me twice and get another token before it pops off. Not attacking. And I mean, if they play any more creatures, then we can make this Auric Champion a lot bigger and give it lifelink, but I wouldn't mind drawing a Spike for you, that would be nice. Channeler. Yeah, so now we'll put the yes. Put it on the Auric Champion. There's still a lot of damage. Yeah, I can see them attacking both. Makes sense. I'm not playing Rest in Peace against this deck to stop these channelers. Okay, Utopia Sprawl was probably the worst draw. Green, let's put on a Portico. Same white. Let's do this first and see if we hit any creatures. White. I'm actually going to play this and crack this first because I guess I can get a plains with it anyway, can't I? Plenty of forests. Yeah, you know what? Let's just get a plains with it. Let's just, yeah, crack this now. Deck thing. Oh my god. Oh, that's not fun. I'm just so dead. I think I have to pass. And then give lifelink to this Auric Champion and trade with the Monk token. What a weird draw. I feel like this is kind of meant to be a buy for this deck. But like sometimes the decks are just fast. You just get it done, you know? And if this green-white deck stumbles, then it stumbles. Yeah, this looks like lethal. Maybe I was meant to keep a mulligan again and try and hit a Wrath of the Skies hand or something like that. Yeah. That'll do it. Alright, next round. We're still going to shock here because it allows me to do 2 white pips. The old Affinity, eh? Spin with drum. So I might actually, well, yeah, let's play the forest. Utopia Sprawls here naming white. And then I might just want to try and slow them down. Hang on. Let's tap. Alright, we'll play the Skyclave. Let's just hit this Mopal. Because then they can't do this. If they draw like a 0-drop creature, which they would have done it anyway, then they don't get the Zasaga tokens. And then next turn we can play a Blister for 1 if we want to. Okay, yeah. So that was just enough. That was good. In terms of sideboarding, I'll still bring that in. It's not like great. We're bringing Split Up, we're bringing the Marches, we're bringing the Force of Vigor, we're bringing the Wrath of the Skies. Auric Champion is kind of just not that good. Innocent Skyclave. I do want to keep those in. It's bringing a lot more interaction in. I think we're still winning with the combo. The other thing is the Auric Champions, I guess, do the life gain stuff. I think I'm gonna cut Recruiter. I don't want to lean in too much with the combo. I think we want to cut some of these Cocos and the Chaos Recons because we're bringing in more cards that aren't good at when we draw it. You got the Force of Vigor as well. I'll probably cut in actually a bunch more because we've got the split ups as well. Still got Active Soul Cauldron. Yeah, the Cocos and stuff aren't that good. Maybe we're just cutting the Cocos all together actually because we're bringing back, like, look at all the cards that don't matter in the Active Utopia Sprawls. I'm just thinking if I want Auric Champion or not. Look, it's probably better to keep us alive than than like the Conclave Mentors. If we can keep gaining life and we're able to fire off a split up or something like that, then I think we're in the money. This hand is pretty slow. I'm actually going to mulligan this because Affinity is very fast. And if we're not doing anything on their first 2 turns, there's no point. This hand's close, but no cigar either. We need 2 lands. The marches are nice. Look, I'm going to keep this. It's got the Arbor Elf. Let's bottom a Heliod. I like the Passageau. Let's just bottom a land. We need the Temple Guard into Arbor Elf again. And this is the combo anyway. So we can go Arbor Elf into Heliod and then maybe into Ballista. Or into Passageau. Yeah, so let's just shock. See, this is a better hand. Shock, play Arbor Elf. And then depending on what they do, I mean, I might even just play the Ballista, who knows? Blood Moon, you say? That is very good against me. So I need Force of Vigor, otherwise I just lose the game. I didn't think they were running Blood Moon. Guess they are. And then I can make a lot of Saga tokens. So something I lost this game. I don't think I can continue playing this because they can just make Saga after Saga. If I drew Force, then maybe. This is good to know. Back to the drawing board. We'll still keep all this stuff in and we just run it back. Maybe just be a bit more straightforward, like what lands I'm keeping. Maybe I'm doing more basics. Look, I'll keep this. It is a risk. If they have a big Mox Opal turn, then they win the game. Mox Opal into like a Blood Moon, and they win the game. But it's pretty cool doing the thing with Urza Saga. So we'll go Temple Garden, Shock, and then we'll play Utopia Sprawl on it, and we'll name. We're actually going to name green because then we can. I guess it will fall off if it's not a forest. I think I still want to be able to Passageau next turn, potentially. There's a drum. Okay. Let's go Pendelhaven and let's just play Heliod. And then we can play Spike Peter next turn, and that probably just wins the game on the spot. Is where they go Mox Opal Blood Moon? No, they don't. I have a feeling they have Rebuke in their hand. That's what I'm feeling. Let's go. Let's just play this. Let's go. See if this resolves. I assume they have Rebuke. So we'll give it 1-2 and then we'll gain more life. I'm gonna just do this for a while. Yeah, they saw it. That's good. That's good. All right, we're on the draw. Let's keep this. It's got the lands and the spells. The Arbor Elf that does the things. And I'm learning Magic the Gathering again. Okay, so this is like the persist deck that I thought we were playing against in round 1. Yeah, there's the Archon. So they can just persist next turn, which is scary. So we will, I mean, we're just going to Temple Guard and Arbor Elf. If they have persist, they have persist. Otherwise, we're going to try and drop this Soul Cauldron to try and exile the Archon. There's not much you can do against just a turn 2 persist Archon. Sometimes that's what the beauty is with this game, is that you just lose to that and there's something you can do. Shock and Emperor Bones. Okay. Are they eating the Archon though? That's the question. They are eating the Archon. So because they did this, I am going to play this for the fetch. I'm just going to go... Nah, yeah. Look, I'm going to get a Temple Garden still with it. Like, if they play an Archon, then we just die. So, yes, let's go white, white. Untap this. Play Skyclave, exile Emperor. I'm curious to know what this matchup is like, if it actually just feels absolutely dreadful, or actually is okay. We'll quickly find out either way. So Faithless Looting, again, well, like, persist doesn't matter as much now anymore. Interesting, because it's the activated abilities, right? So exile type card from grave. When a creature a card is +1, creature control +1 have all activities, all creatures exiled with the Soul Cauldron. So yeah, I can. Okay, so this makes me think they have another persist here if they discarded a persist. But being able to exile Frog or something like that is pretty legit. Oh, I hate these old arts, but that was. There's Spark Feeder. Play land. Let's attack. I'm going to play Soul Cauldron because I want to have something against whatever they're doing over there. And we'll pass. Yeah, okay, that's good. They weren't having it with the Soul Cauldron. It's funny because it's just like a Relic of Progenitors that you can target. So, what do we want against them? Rest in Pieces are good. Sanctify and Vix are good. I don't really care for the marches as much. Soul Cauldrons are good. I think they, from memory, they run like... I don't think the games are running long enough for a Kayla's Recon. I don't really care for the Recruiter of the Guard. And we'll probably just cut maybe a range of EOS because they're not doing the double spelling or the combos where it matters too much. Maybe we'll just cut another Ranger. Probably like an Enduring Innocence, to be honest. I'm still working out this deck, so I think we're just going more mid-rangey. We still have the combo at the top, and we're running the Rest in Pieces and the other shenanigans. Yeah, I don't think we want split up. Once they have the Archon out, they have the Archon out, you know. Veil of Summer could be appropriate. I mean, yeah, let's bring in the Veil of Summer and cut. I think the Conclave Mentazara is good. They're more for making the combo quicker. It's nice when you play against the decks that don't have a lot, like they win through dealing damage. I'm going to mulligan as well. This hand's not that good. This is... it's close. I'm going to keep it because we have the Portigo and I'm probably going to down. Trilasara is kind of interesting. I kind of want to get rid of the Skyclave. No, it's probably the Heliod. I think we have more of a grindy stuff and we have a way to get rid of the graveyard as well. If we have a way to get rid of a frog, then I'm happy. the old Unearth. Yeah, we want to get this Rest in Peace down pretty ASAP. Okay, so Lush Portico. My god, that can go into the graveyard so fast. Alright, we're in Shit Creek now, so we need to draw land. Maybe this was a bit skeptical. There's the frog. There's the frog. Didn't draw land. Okay, this is pretty grim now. So we're going to free roll off this. We're going to do white on this. I think next turn we play the Envic because the Envic can just block this frog all day and they can't fly with it. And it exiles some of their stuff so they can't... I mean, they can still Oculus if they get like Faithless Looting Oculus. I think they have the Persist in their hand as well. Okay. Persist. Well, they could draw the Persist as well. Because they fetch like this makes me think they have the Persist. No way we're beating this. We're playing second frog. Oh, that's brutal. That's so brutal. Can I draw land, please? No. Okay, they got me here. That's fine. We'll go to a game 3. We'll still run it back. I think the hand was literally like we were on the draw and we had a scry as well. Maybe it was a bit too cheeky, but and you gotta live a little. Might cut this mentor. To run like the recruiter, so it gets stuff like Sanctify Envic. No, that's pretty bad. Let's just try some stuff out and see what works. This is pretty not good. Look, this hand's good. It's got the combo as well. Let's go a little crazy. What are we bottoming? I kind of like Beseiju. Let's just bottom Pendlehaven. Yeah. And then we'll go Forest Arbor Elf. Forest Arbor Elf, and then next turn we can go Beseiju. I guess I was meant to bottom Beseiju because we're going to be playing it anyway, so it was meant to be the Pendlehaven. But we can play the Ballista for 2. Okay. Let's play this. Let's go take this bro, put it on there. Let's name white. Sorry. And then we'll tap this. Untap, tap. Play. Do I want to play Ballista or do I want to play Heliod? No, let's play Ballista. I feel like it has more uses. Because we have 5 mana anyway, so we can play Heliod and then give it lifelink and attack. Unless they want, no, they can't. They can't just pop off. Inoculus doesn't matter. They might just want to push it, to be honest. Yeah. Maybe it was right to play the Heliod then. They have to take Heliod here. You have to take the Heliod. Unless you have a push in your hand. Yep. So Soul Cauldron's good, another Heliod's good. Okay, I have a lot of good draws, like also just drawing this is not unearthing the frog, okay. I mean, that's a pretty good draw. Let's play the Sanctify Envic and then we can block this frog for days. And we're not worrying about the other shenanigans that they have. We have a spike feeder. It's nice that we can just block this frog for days. How they kill the Sanctify Envic in their deck. I'm a big fan of Sanctify Envic. Like I played in Oz Highlander because it's just so good. I mean, that's the problem, is that they can play this Oculus now. I can definitely win with this Oculus. So I need to have a pretty good draw because I don't have anything left. So I guess I was meant to play Heliod because yeah, if they thought seized, then I had two ways to win the game. I guess pushing though does the same thing. Yeah, swamp cycling. I mean, that Oculus is just going to Oculus every bloody turn until we lose the game. So that's one way they can get. Don't leave it on top. Uh-oh, they put it on top. They put it on top. So here's hoping we just draw a Soul Cauldron and then we can just win the game. Soul Cauldron. Soul Cauldron. Soul Cauldron. I mean, we just put it on there. We'll name white again. We are actually going to kill this now. Yeah, there's another frog. Yeah, we're not going to do much else with that. Yeah, that wasn't a good draw. We needed to draw something better than that. It's weird that it doesn't exile the Psychic Frog because I guess it enters as a morph and then it gets revealed. So they're returning that. And then a Thought Seizing us. Okay. And then attacking for 5. So one card left. And then they get their thing back. Will they get another 2/2? They're definitely winning this game. That's a dreadful draw. It's just not a good draw. I mean, I think we really only have one more draw step and then we're done here, to be honest. Bit of a shame. And they're getting in with this manifest as well. Okay, deck, be kind. Well, I'll play it. It gets Portico, but we'll pass. Alright, so we're going to have to remove a counter to gain life. And then it's Coco then, or bust. So probably meant to play the Brazen. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. The Bolt. It's felt very close. So I probably just messed up that game too, I feel. This is a tiny edge because if I draw a Heliod, then it would have, and I had the Pendlehaven, then I could have done the game life shenanigans. Oh my god, that goes in the graveyard. Alright, just Coco deck. Coco. Coco. Come on, Coco. No, there you go. Alright, GG. Next one. Alright, we are on the draw. This is a good hand. My cat wants to chill with us, so I'm going to go get my cat quickly. Hello. Alright, is this the same deck as before? This one seems to be kicking around a fair bit. So I guess they should have been playing differently last game. Yeah, it is the same deck. Let's just go Shockland, play the Arbor Elf, and then pass. Yeah, just unearth the Oculus, eh? That is the go. So I'm wondering if they do just win with like a Thoughtseize again. So I'm just going to play this Heliod out. Let's go Pendlehaven. And white. My cat's just licking my hand. And let's just... Oh, maybe we should just Skyclave, because then we can play all the mana stuff next turn. And then we can sacrifice the Skyclave if we want to. Like this Heliod. Okay. I'm going to feel better about this. So if they persist, we just sack the Skyclave. We just take the 2, that's fine. Another Oculus, eh? Okay. It's fine, you can do that. Let's Spike Feeder. So we go land, and then what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. So I'm kind of tempted to do Ranger, and then we'll stop them from playing anything in our turn, and we'll get the Walking Ballista. Let's go Heliod. Yes. We got Walking Ballista. We won't do anything. We could just, if they persist with Archon, that's kind of fine. Then we just range captain on our turn, so then we can play the Ballista in peace. I guess they could Brazen Borrow the Heliod, then make us Thoughtseize it. Yeah, you hit him for 5. You're shocking, and what are you doing with it? So I think the Archon doesn't matter because I'll just get rid of a Spike Feeder. Another Archon, yeah. Let's do the Ranger Captain now. True. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we still have lethal though because of the Pendlehaven. I did do that. I should have done that in the my main. Oh yeah, no, I need to draw land, otherwise I die. Oh no, I could go infinite with Spike Feeder here. But I did screw up there. They could have done that anyway. So they could have done, yes, they could have done the Arbor Elf anyway. As an Oriok champion. So yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can tap this and then make a 1/1, and then I can use the Pendlehaven. But I think just for the sake of surviving for the rest of the game, let's tap and play a Spark Feeder and just do this. Good. Okay, they're just happy to accept that when they're... I was going to do that for a long time anyway. Because their deck, technically, yes, online, they can play the Archon and they're attacking every turn, I'm discarding, I'm losing life, I'm losing all my creatures. But it doesn't like... Them doing that, they're still winning with damage. So if I had infinite life and they have less cards in their deck, they'll just mill themselves out, which they did. They had 35 cards. I had mid 40s. So Conclave Mentor didn't seem that good. I don't really like Trelisara either. Seeing if there's anything else I want to cut out of this. I think I want to keep all the combo. Skyclave's nice. I mean, Hell Recruiter got stuff. I should probably keep that in there. Heliod's nice. Coco's probably huge as well, though. It's probably a Ranger Captain. They're not that good, and like it's mana intensive doing the Ballista. I mean, I think this hand's, they mold. Do I mull? It's got the combo, but then it dies to like an Archon. I think we mull because we want to have some hate now. I think this hand's good. I want to keep both Heliods. Yeah, I think we just bottom this, to be honest. Then go Temple Garden. I'll turn off this stop. This isn't better than our first hand, but like, you know, we gotta do something. I don't really want to multi-5 in case our lands don't really work out, and they might just really play Archon here and then wipe us with it. So go yes, Topiary Sprawl on there, green. We'll put it to white. Yes, persist. Yeah, I think we just concede there. We're not beating a turn 2 Archon of Cruelty there. Does this... Yeah, let's just run it back. Pray to the Magic Gods, they don't get to do that, and we can hopefully play a Sanctifier or a Rest in Peace or an Actor's Soul Cauldron on our turn 2. Play first. This hand's close, but the Forest actually messes it up, so the Sanctifier doesn't do anything. This hand's good, we'll keep this, and we'll just bottom... I don't want to bottom any of it. Probably the Spark Feeder, to be honest. So it's saying for Oculus and or a frog. We can still play, yes, we'll still play the Arboreal first, because it's not a lot of action. So if they want to push this, we can still go Forest, Utopia Sprawl into the Temple Garden, and then we can play Sanctify and Vic. Yeah, let's go Forest, Utopia Sprawl onto there. They're probably going to push in response here, I guess. Let's go white and then untap this. White. That resolves. It doesn't, like, I'm not playing Skyclave, this doesn't matter about the Utopia Sprawl. Name white. Play Sanctify and Vic. Pass the turn. So now at least we have an answer for their Oculus, but I wouldn't mind drawing the card Literal. Alright, they're just exiling Persist. And they're skipping it up. That's good. We're in the 5th and final round. We are on the play, which is good. This hand, I think it's honestly keepable. It's a little bit weird, but with the Conclave Mentor and the Spike Feeder and the Blister, they get extra counters and stuff. So I think it's worth a go. Again, we're just trying out this deck. And if we draw a Heliod, then we have the combo as well. They mold. They're bottomed. We're still going to get Temple Garden because this deck's very mana hungry in terms of white pips. So that's what we're going to do. Temple Garden. Yes. There could be universe where I just did the forest there and then kept around the fetch land for something else, and we could play a Spike Feeder. I think I want to play the Conclave Mentor. What's this? Please don't be a mirror match. No. Okay, so they're probably just playing energy. They are playing energy. Okay. I mean, now I'm more keen to just play the Mentor and probably do a Scry. Yeah, let's just do that. It's like a 2/2 as well, so if they want to get rid of the Mentor, they can, but it blocks this Ocelot nice. Let's play this, pass, and we can Lush Portico into turn. And likely just play a big Ballista, which can kill this Ocelot Pride, and if they play anything else, then we can hopefully machine gun that down as well. Galvanic Discharge has been called. Okay. So we gain a bit of life. Yeah, they get a cat, but what of it, you know? And we're probably just playing this Ballista as a 2/2. Basically, this can go in the graveyard. I don't care that. They're not playing a bombardment here, so. If they won, they can get their 1/1 cat and Ragavan. So I'm actually tempted just to use my Ballista to kill both of these, to be honest. I'm gonna stop them up, keep here. Yeah, let's just go plains. I'm not going to do the Ballista straight away because they might have a dash Ragavan, so I'll wait till combat. And yeah, I'm very likely just going to neck both of these. This feels like grind, so I want a Kayla's Recon any minute now. That'd be good to draw. Yeah, Kayla's Recon, Coco. Okay, so now we do this. This is a bit sadder, so you kill that. Ugh, because it's any cat, which is the problem. I mean, maybe I should have actually just let that live. I think I'd just let them get a treasure token, to be honest. Let them hit. I should just hit the Ragavan, really. I think let them get a token. Probably should let all of them hit, to be honest. Because if I draw a Heliod here, then I would have won the game. I mean, they might just charm this Ballista here. Or they could kill one of their cat tokens. This is not how I saw this game going. Let's cycle this and just try and draw something better. I wonder what the percentage is for this kind of matchup. I mean, that's a slightly better draw, so let's just play that, I guess. But it feels like an uphill battle now. So we play the Innocence. And then we'll probably use it to block this Ragavan. I do wish I used the Walking Ballista to kill the Ragavan though. Not the Ocelot Pride. Alas. I mean, they just get a Flash here and it's pretty grim for me. Pretty grim for me. Were they... Oh, I put it on top? No, that's not good for us. Not good at all. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. So yes, Coco. I think I just kind of let this happen. I think our out is I could play the Spike Feed if they want. Doesn't do a lot for them. I think our out is Kayla's Recon or Coco. Really? That is it. And they have a discharge as well. Oh, and a Johnny, and they can kill the Ballista. So it's just Coco now. Coco, otherwise I'll lose the game. Boros energy, just being Boros energy. Yeah, and you kill my Ballista, I guess. Or do you kill my... Yeah, no, it makes sense. Alright, Coco. Be my friend. Coco. Coco. That is not Coco. Alright, let's wrap that one up. So, because my deck, I think we want to go a bit slower. Sanctify Invic's good. I think I really want to bring in Rest in Peace. I think Split Up can be good. Let's try Split Up. Let's try Wrath of the Skies. I think we are going more combo than they are. We'll keep combo in. We'll still keep the Arbor Elf, Utopia Sprawl, Shenanigans. Ranger Captain's still nice. Split Up Spike Feeder. I kind of still want everything though. What am I cutting here? They're going to bolt the birds a fair bit, and they're going to static prison me a fair bit as well. Auric Champion keeps me alive longer. Trelasara is not that good. Skyclave's nice. Maybe we'll cut a Ranger. I just don't think there's a universe where we're cutting Utopia Sprawls or Arbor Elves. I don't really know whether running Kayla's Recon in this. Like, I've played a lot of it in like Pioneer and stuff, but it doesn't feel like it really cuts the mustard. And when you bring in so many non-creatures, I don't feel like it's as good. I'm actually gonna cut a Coco because you have lots of ways to draw cards. Yes, I would like to play first. I think this hand's fine. It's slow, but I think that's okay. We still have the combo as well. Wouldn't mind a Pendlehaven. Maybe I should have mulled this for better 2/2s. They mulled to 6. Alright, we're just going to fire off the Portico. Hope you just get like a 2-drop. I'll put on top. That's not bad. I think that's a fine draw. It sorts out Flage as well. And if they don't have Static Prison, then we can play this Heliod and Soul Cauldron even with the Ballista. And we can play it this turn as well, which is nice. I'm going to play this. I am going to get a Plains. So if they do Blood Moon me, it doesn't matter. I'll play out this Soul Cauldron. And yeah, now I mean, maybe I should have played the... Oh no, it didn't matter anyway. It didn't matter either way. Yeah, you can almost do the thing where you can give the Ballista the lifelink with the Heliod. I'm hoping they just play an Ajani or something. They play an Ocelot. They attack with that, yeah. I am gonna just exile this. No, Soul Cauldron's not that good. Let's play a land. Yeah, because it says creature control with +1/+1 count on them have all activated abilities of all creatures exiled with the Soul Cauldron. So I think we play the Spike Feeder because it can at least block the... It can block the Ocelot Pride. If they attack with everything, then we can split up. If they don't do anything, then we can just play Heliod and gain a billion life. But I don't think they'll let me do that. But I can also use the Spike Feeder and do that with the Ballista as well. Put on the Arbor Elf and do it. The Soul Cauldron is powerful. They can also exile the Soul Cauldron as well. Sadly, our last opponent there timed out and they kept losing connection. So we won that last round technically, so we got the 3-2. This deck was interesting. It was hard to know if we were actually going to win that last round or not. I mean, we were down a game, but we had a good hand for game 2 and we had some good sideboard stuff as well. So I'll definitely run this deck again. I'll see you in the next video though. See ya.